Hi folks, it's Nick here and we're playing Knight Rider on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Ocean in 1986. And this is rather cool music playing, which bodes quite well for the game. I'm quite looking forward to it. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. It's a driving game and also a shooter. You're in the role of Michael Knight and you're against terrorists, and your car you drive is Kit. There's two modes really, you can alternate between the two. Either you drive and Kit does the firing, or Kit does the driving and you do the firing. We start off on this map. We need to find these terrorists by picking our location. We need to find a missile base, I think, or where the terrorists are. This is a great license. I wonder how the game's going to play. Now there's going to be helicopters firing missiles at me. If I go off the road, I'm going to take damage and it affects the car at the end of each stage that we're there. Right, okay, so I'm aiming and firing. I think I'll leave that to Kit, I think. Right, I'm off. We're going across the yellow brick road, driving this car. It's not looking great so far. Keep going. Now, Knight Rider, if you didn't know, is what is going on here. If you didn't know, Knight Rider is from a TV show which aired from 1982 to 1986, had 4 seasons. What's going on with this game? Follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. Now I can steer without steering the steering wheel, it seems. It's not moving on the dashboard there. There's our damage indicator, and next to that is our weapon. Under the word scuds on the left is, I guess, oh dear, the time ticking down, well, the distance ticking down till we get to the end of the stage. We're in the USA, we're on a yellow road and it's blue either side for some reason, and Kit is shooting the helicopters, but I might alternate every now and again and I'll have a go. But back to the TV series, 4 seasons and 90 episodes, and Michael Knight was played by David Hasselhoff. He was a modern day crime fighting man who... it was all high tech, and he's like an American James Bond, I suppose, but with bigger hair. And he just fight criminal organisations and stuff. The theme music was a top thing of the show. I was a fan of it. The theme music was composed or written by Stu Phillips and composed by Glenn A. Larson. William Daniels was the voice of Kit. Okay, Michael. A bit like that, and he always sounded a bit up himself. But my favourite bit of the show is when Michael Knight hit the red button, which was turbo boost, and then the Kit car always did a massive, huge jump. The Kit car was, what was it? It was a 1982 customised Pontiac Thunderbird. So I'm giving you the information here, and this game doesn't seem very varied at all. So drive along, either do the firing or do the driving. And it doesn't look like, when the helicopters hit you with a missile, it doesn't look like you take any damage at all. Yeah, this could be quite boring. Look at the scuds, 53, 52. We're going 240 miles an hour here, which is blooming fast. It's not really capturing the excitement of the Knight Rider show, to be honest with you. I wonder if Michael Knight is actually going to appear in the game. He was on the loading screen, which you've probably seen on the thumb template to click on this video, but I'm not sure if he actually appears in it. There's not a cloud in the sky. It looks like we're going over a yellow bridge over a river, and helicopters attacking us for no reason at all. Yeah, this game, unless it gets a bit varied, this game is quite poor. Kit is firing at stuff. I'm firing at stuff, Michael. Yeah, keep going, Kit. We can beat this criminal organisation that we're fighting for some reason, who have an unlimited amount of helicopters and helicopter pilots, more than the actual army. Man, this is not great. Get to the end, like 10, 9, 8. Look at the damage indicator. It's not going up at all. I don't know how you write off this car. If you had this, let me know. For the Amstrad CPC or Commodore 64. Right, next bit of the map. Where should we go now? There's different cities to visit across America as we try and beat this crime investigation with this criminal organisation. And our time's ticking down. We've only got about 3 hours or something, have we? And off we go again. I'm doing the shooting now, but it doesn't look like Kit's gonna drive at all. I might have to take charge of the driving here. Shooting the helicopters seems a bit iffy, but we'll flip over. Kit, you do the shooting. I did love that Knight Rider show as a kid. It was brilliant. Right, keep going. Yes. Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law. Yeah, God. Yeah, great TV show. Game is poor. There's not much to do. There's not much jeopardy unless you try and drive off the road, which you can't. The border does flash white if you go off the side a little bit and you take some damage. The steering wheel is not animated. It doesn't feel like you're really driving it. It's quite fast, but each level is exactly the same. It's quite pointless. But we'll give it a bit of time just in case there are some mini games, which I think there might be, but I won't be playing this ever again. By Ocean in 86, if you had this and liked it, let me know. But it's a disappointment. This is not like the TV show at all. There were 90 episodes of Knight Rider. I must have seen a few of them, but I don't think I've seen all of them. 90 seems a lot. Are they on YouTube? Maybe I check that down, see if I can watch a few. Quite some time ago I watched all the series of Grange Hill, so they must be out there somewhere, the Knight Rider shows. My favourite one was probably when Michael Knight, played by David Hasselhoff, the Hoff, was fighting another character, played again by himself, who was his evil brother, except that he had a moustache. And instead of a Kit Pontiac car, he drove a big truck. Or was it another? Yeah, it was an identical Pontiac called Car, imaginatively. But I think in a later show he was in a big truck. Yeah. They hated each other. Michael Knight, a loner, a man that does not exist. Let me know if you don't exist below. I think it just meant he was off the record so he can do what he wanted. He was a hit with the ladies and he had a big perm. But that's the Hoff for you, who later went on to be in Baywatch as Mitch or some clown. This stage is the same as the last one. It's very Wizard of Oz. We're following the yellow brick road. Don't know why it's yellow. But why not? What other colour could it be? White or black? Actually, black would have made more sense. It should have been black and green either side, so it was the countryside. Why is it? Oh, it definitely looks like the sea, doesn't it? This game's crazy. I wonder if it's the same colour scheme on other systems. Let me know. Amstrad CPC or Commodore 64. Helicopters aren't causing us any trouble whatsoever. 240 miles an hour. Can a Pontiac do that? I don't know. But they did customise the car on the show. It had a red light that flashed on the front, backward to forward. Backward to forward, yeah, that makes sense, or from side to side. And they completely redid did the interior, and it did look rather cool. It's the sort of car you wanted as a kid, along with that one from Dukes of Hazzard, the General Lee. Not so much Herbie from Herbie Goes Bananas. Right, how long have we got? 13, 12. I haven't really been paying attention, but this game is so super easy, it's ridiculous. It's just if you've got the patience to actually complete it, which I doubt I will do. Right, here we go. What's happened now? No, move cursor to the next destination. Right, New York. We haven't found any terrorists yet. That's Washington. But it does look one of our options is the terrorist base. Can I get there? Who cares? We need to go to Chicago, I think, first. Yeah. Who was Michael Knight's boss? I can't remember that. Right, what's this? I'm sorry, Michael, I can't see anyone here. So we found a building, but there's no one about. So there's nothing going on. So we found an empty building or an abandoned terrorist base. So that was a red herring, that one. Even the music seems laboured. The map graphics are good though. I like the map graphics. Off we go again. What's this level going to be like? The same as the others. I'll try a bit of shooting, but no, let's not bother. I'm good at shooting, Michael. Why does Kit drive slower than Michael Knight? He can drive himself, surely. Man. As a kid, I always wanted a car which spoke to me. But nowadays, I think it would really annoy me and I'd want to punch his lights out. All the modern day technology just tells you you've left the door open or something's happening or the glove compartment needs cleaning or sat nav. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted to be a secret agent with a red button so I can jump over stuff. And I noticed in the show both Knight Rider and Dukes of Hazzard, whenever there was a big jump to be made, they always bashed into a bush first because they hid the ramp round the other side. As a kid, you didn't really notice that sort of thing. It was all about the action. That and the A-Team as well. I'd imagine there is an A-Team game for me to play. I need to hunt that down as well. But I have to say, in summary, this is a great opportunity on the Spectrum, a brilliant license of Knight Rider, which first aired on NBC, but it's wasted. Absolutely wasted. Doesn't feel like Knight Rider at all. Should have been different stages, really. There's a few Robocop games where they split into different stages. We do different bits. That would have worked well here. Here's just a non-plus driving game with a bit of shooting, which doesn't really amount to anything. With the Knight Rider license just slapped on the top of it, it could have been anything. It could have been anything. It don't necessarily show it's Knight Rider. If you show this as a screenshot to someone, they wouldn't recognise it as Knight Rider whatsoever. There's no communication with HQ at all in this that there would have been in the actual show. He had a little TV on the dashboard, and every so often his boss would show up and tell him what to do or give him some news. This isn't happening here whatsoever. This is a bad game. Yeah, there's not much fun to be had here. Not much fun at all. If you disagree, then obviously put your thoughts below. But honestly, tell me what you think. I like reading your comments. Helicopter's coming along, and that's well, I accidentally paused it then in error. Hit the P button, it will pause. But to be honest, you could probably go to the loo, have lunch, come back again, and you still won't be dead. The car would have just drifted to the finish line on its own. Look at that time left. Is that 2 hours 51? We're not going to be playing this for 2 hours 51. But I don't think that's in real time because the time's ticking down a bit quicker. Well, I don't know if that's 2 minutes 50 or whatever. I don't think it's going to make much difference. But as soon as that's ticked down to 0, it's the end of the game. If you haven't found the terrorist base by then and wronged rights, then that's that. Da 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 da. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Does this seem like that? No. We might pass a Scarecrow or Dorothy or Toto in a minute on our way to the Oz Palace. Or the Wicked Witch from the West might turn up, and she's going to be way surprised when Kit, this artificial intelligence supercar, turns up. Apparently he's coated in something that makes him almost indestructible. Right, there's an armory for us to go to, is there? Are you enjoying this? Right, okay, we're in a building now. Where's Michael Knight? There's a bit of a stealth thing. I think we're on the top left, are we? Not quite. There we go. So we need to avoid everyone. That didn't work. Right, so we're in the top left. We need to get to the bottom right, I think. Or find something. If I can do it properly. Right, and avoiding contact and not being spotted. Right, Michael. That's it. He's round here. Can you see him just about? Red on red's not great. Right, let's zip round here. So this bit makes a bit difference to the game, but it doesn't rescue it at all. No, he's going to see me. No, he doesn't see me. Just walk past next to him. Oops, bumped into that fellow. I'm quickly losing patience with this. Right, come on, Michael. Get round there. I should have just smashed him with a car or a gun or let some smoke off. This will be my last attempt at this, and I think we'll get out of here. No, I got spotted again. Well, I think I'll call that a day there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Knight Rider on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Ocean in 1986 and based on the TV show Knight Rider, which ran from 1982 to 1986. Thanks for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about this game, any similar games or Knight Rider or anything retro, then please put your thoughts below. Always love hearing from you. It gives the channel a bit of a character. So once again, thank you, and till next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye.